Alright, today is the day I come out of YouTube hibernation. I don't know what happened there. Took a little break, an unexpected break. I am sick. I've been sick for the last couple weeks, so I apologize for the nasally nose. But anyways, this is just a fun video. I don't think it could be overly controversial, so I feel somewhat safe making this. Hopefully there'll be no weird comments and people freaking out at me. But you never know. You never know. I'm sure there'll be somebody upset by this somehow. But we're just going to take a look back at the 2024-2025 season. Just about who surprised me, really. It's as simple as that. You know, they're, I might as well go over the ranks now. So, shocked me means like, yeah, this team shocked me. It could be either they shocked me in a bad way or a good way. It works vice versa. Surprised me. It's just, yeah, they straight up surprised me, right? Met expectations, which I'm sure lots of teams will be in. Yeah, that's just where I expected them to be all along. They didn't really surprise me at all, right? And then there's the didn't really surprise me. So that is just, yeah, it kind of in the middle of the pack. These two are somewhat similar, to be honest, but I like having 5 columns. I don't know why. So no surprise at all. So that's just, they didn't shock me at all. That's just what should have happened. So starting off with the Anaheim Ducks, and I think, I could put them in met expectations, but it kind of sounds weird to put a team that didn't do well in met expectations. So I feel like didn't really surprise me. It makes a little bit more sense to them. They still had somewhat of a chance to do something, but I think we all expected them to end up where they were. So I think that's a good spot to put them. Boston Bruins, I'm not going to put them in shocked me. It's close though. And I'll explain why. It's just because I expected their downfall a couple seasons ago, and they've been such a good team for so long, and it's about gosh damn time that they start slowing down. So for that reason only, I just think, yes, they did surprise me. Did they shock me? A little bit, but not overly shocked, right? So yeah, I think that's a good spot for them. Buffalo Sabres. It'd be easy to say no surprise at all, but in a way, I am a little bit surprised, but not by much. Because I feel like they have to make the playoffs some year, right? So I kind of, but at the same time, I don't know what's going on. They're a weird team. A couple of years ago, I felt like they were finally doing something, and then it just looks like they're heading down the wrong direction again. I apologize for the cutout there. I just had a coughing fit, so thought you guys might not want to watch that. Yeah, so anyways, we'll move on to the Calgary Flames. And you know what? I'll put them in surprise me, and it's because I think they're a 1 point away from making the playoffs. And if you look at their rosters, not really anything that jumps out at you, right? Like, am I wrong here? Like, I just feel like they're not a team that should have been that close, but you don't know with Calgary. Like, next year they might do something too, right? So, yeah, I think they just surprised me. Carolina Hurricanes, I will put at... let's say, really stalling on this one. Met expectations, really. I think it's because, yeah, they were a good team, and I expected them to be a good team, making it to the conference finals. So, yeah, I think that's where they belong. The Chicago Blackhawks is a no surprise whatsoever. And it's Connor Bedard against the world. Didn't really expect them to do anything. Colorado Avalanche, I'm going to say met expectations. Great team. Nathan MacKinnon was there. Didn't make a run in the playoffs, really, but they still had a great season, right? Sorry, there's a lot of movement happening outside right now, so keep looking around. It's freaking me out. Got some neighbors. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets. Also, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you guys see sweat coming down on me. It's a hot day. My AC doesn't seem to work right now. I don't know what's going on with that. So I apologize for that. I might be wiping my forehead every once in a while. Enough with stalling. Columbus Blue Jackets is our first. Absolutely shocked me. I don't think there's any argument on that one. They had a great season. Yes, they didn't make the playoffs. They were close, but they did it for Johnny, and it's something I think everyone respected and loved seeing. And Zach Werenski, what the hell? Oh my God. I thought he was going downhill in his career a little bit. Not in a bad way, but just, but my goodness, did he ever take off this season? So yeah, what a shock they were. And who knows what to expect from them next year, right? Like, they could be a playoff team next year, right? Dallas Stars met expectations completely. No surprise whatsoever. And I'm going to say that just because, yeah, they made the conference finals. They have a great depthy team. They could be a playoff contender, or a cup contender, in my opinion. So, yeah. Detroit. I'm going to say this one didn't really surprise me. I'm disappointed. I've been disappointed in this team. I'm not a Red Wings fan, but I'm getting kind of sick of this. This is the longest Yzer plan in human history. Like, when are they gonna do something? It's next. Like, every year I think, okay, they're gonna make the next step. Next year, no. Never happens. So, yes, it didn't really surprise me, but they got to get going, man. This is taking forever. They got some good pieces though. Edmonton Oilers met expectations. I know people wanted them to win the cup, but that's pretty crazy to just think, oh yeah, there only one team wins the cup. They met expectations. Connor McDavid did everything he could. Yeah, great season by the Oilers. It's hard because I know it was cup or bust for them, right? But you can't forget about, like, they played great. They had a great season, great playoff run. Florida Panthers met expectations. They sure did. Now, didn't they? No explanation needed. Los Angeles Kings, I would say they met their expectations. I didn't really expect much more from them. They didn't surprise me whatsoever. I think that's a good spot to put them. Minnesota Wild. They didn't really surprise me at all. I don't know. I just feel like they've always been a middle of the pack kind of team. They didn't really do a whole lot for me. So, it's almost actually no surprise at all. Just kind of where they were at and just who they are as a team. Montreal Canadiens did actually surprise me a bit. In a good way. It's, yeah, I didn't think they would make the playoffs this year. Yeah, they didn't make it far, but they have a good thing building there. And to be honest, I think next year they have a good chance to make it again. And they're just a good young team. I love Nick Suzuki. I think he's a great captain. So I have high expectations for them. Nashville, that's a huge shock to me. What the hell happened there? Right? Steven Stamkos and Jonathan Marchessault. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I have no idea what happened. New Jersey Devils. I'm going to say didn't really surprise me. Jack Hughes' injury was definitely hindered on the team. But yeah, didn't really surprise me how they did. New York Islanders. No surprise at all, actually. I'm going to start using that column a little bit more. Just because they're such a mid team. It didn't surprise me at all that they didn't make the playoffs, in my opinion. You could put them in didn't really surprise me. You know, you could put anything in anywhere. I'm not the king of the world here, right? But yeah, it did not surprise me whatsoever that they didn't make the playoffs or have the greatest season in human history. Lou Lamoriello out, great decision. The facial hair thing was the stupidest rule I've ever seen in my life. So glad that's done, and I do have high hopes for them with their new GM. I've heard good things about them. New York Rangers, what a freaking shock! What the hell? Yeah, the last President's Trophy winners from last season, and they just took a nosedive. I don't know what happened there, but I do believe there's a big bounce back for them. I think out of any team, I think they have the best chances of having a bounce back. JT Miller, I think, is a great ad. I'm a Canucks fan, so yes, I do miss him in Vancouver. Ottawa Senators. Didn't really surprise me. You could say they met expectations because they made it to the next hurdle. They've been wanting to make the playoffs, and they did. So that's why I'm going to say it didn't really surprise me. I think they are deserving to make the playoffs, and the East was kind of wide open this year, it felt like. And yeah, happy for them, honestly. So yeah, not a surprise there at all. Philadelphia didn't really surprise me. I didn't really expect a whole lot out of them. Keep that one short and simple. Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm going to say didn't really surprise me. You could say no surprise at all. But to be honest, I still had a bit of a glimmer of hope that core would do something with Erik Karlsson there too. But yeah, no, it didn't work out well for them this year. San Jose Sharks, no surprise at all. Yeah, they have a great up-and-coming team. Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith and a lot of young talent there. So, and the best logo in the league. One of them, at least, I think, in my opinion. Not that it really means anything, but just thought I'd throw that out there. Seattle Kraken. I'm going to say didn't really surprise me at all. Just because I didn't even understand how they made the playoffs a couple years ago, or was that last year? I can't remember. But they just don't really have a whole lot on the team. Like, yeah, they have Jared McCann, and I mean, Grubauer is nothing special now, obviously. Joey Decord, I think, took over the job there. But what do they really have? Vince Dunn, yeah, he's all right. But yeah, they're just exactly kind of where I thought they'd be. St. Louis. They sure shocked me in the playoffs when they blew that lead against Winnipeg. Sorry to bring that up, Blues fans. But this is not all about the playoffs. This is about regular season mostly, honestly. But the playoffs do have a little piece in it. I'm going to say they met expectations. I kind of expected them to be a fringe NHL team, so it didn't really surprise me too. So you could throw that in that. Like I said, those two categories are kind of difficult. I don't know why I did both of them. It might be a little bit too much, but whatever. It's my video. I can do what I want. Tampa Bay Lightning. I think they met expectations, honestly, right? I didn't really expect much more out of them. Yeah, they could have met on a little bit more of a run, so you could say surprised me, but there's a lot of good teams out there. Didn't really surprise me at all. Met expectations. Toronto Maple Leafs, I think they met expectations. They just, yeah, that's just where I expected them to be every year. I'm going to say Vancouver did shock me. I am a Canucks fan, so it's just because I didn't think they were going to fall down that hard, you know? Quinn Hughes had a phenomenal season. My goodness, what would have happened this year without Quinn? But just the whole controversy with Elias Pettersson and JT Miller, you would have called me crazy if I said JT Miller wouldn't be on the team next year. A year ago, if you would have told me that, I would have been like, what the hell are you talking about? So that, just everything about that did shock me. It really did. It was a shocking season for Canucks fans. And it sucks because we got our high hopes, highs. What the hell am I trying to say? We got I gotta take a deep breath. We had our hopes high. What am I trying to say, chat? Okay, I'm just move on. Las Vegas Golden Knights, I think they met expectations, honestly. You could have said they could have gone on a cup run, but it's, yeah, I think they were where I thought they'd be. I'll say Winnipeg did surprise me, and it's because, honestly, I never really understood the hype over the Jets when they were doing good for the last couple seasons, and, but to be honest, I get it now. You watch them, you're like, wow, they do have a depth team. They have the best goalie in the league. One of them, shall I say. It's obviously controversial, but the depth on the team is ridiculous. They have a great team. Their defense is awesome. Their forward group is just all in line. They got something special there. So that's why I'm going to say it surprised me, because they're way better than I thought they'd be, but well-deserved season by them. They played great. Utah, I think they honestly just met expectations. Or you know what? Didn't really surprise me, because it's not like they really met anywhere. I feel like met expectations mostly for playoff teams, right? So didn't really surprise me. That's kind of where I expected them to be. Sorry about the cut again. Just had a little bit of a coughing fit once again. So that leaves the last one is the Washington Capitals, which they did do an absolute shock for me. I didn't think Alex Ovechkin had that much left in the tank. He obviously had a bit of a down season before that, but I don't know, there's something about Ovechkin and the way he leads and how he hypes up that team. They had one hell of a season, and they looked like they could have made a run, like a real run. Like, I thought they had a chance to win the cup, and I didn't even think they would make the playoffs at the beginning of the year. So that one did shock me. Anyways, I hope this list isn't controversial at all. I don't want to see any stupid comments. I'm already defending myself. No, we all have our own opinion. Let me know what you think, honestly. But that was just me kind of just talking, honestly, just having a conversation. So if you guys like this kind of content, absolutely smash that subscribe button and smash the like button and smash a piece of drywall. And honestly, yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. If you don't want to subscribe and you're just passing on by, hello, see you later. Hopefully we'll see you again. And yeah, goodbye guys.